This is Alternative Political Analysis, and this video will be on fatherless homes in the United States. And in 1960, 9% of US households were single parent homes. That figure rose to 19% in 1980 and 34% in 2013. And of those figures, in 1960, 8% of Americans were raised in single mother households. That figure became 18% in 1980 and a shocking 24.4% in 2012. And we can analyze this by different categorizations by race. We'll start by looking at the health of the European American family. In 1960, 6.1% of white Americans were raised in single mother households. In 1980, 13.5% of white Americans were raised in single mother households, and in 2010 that percentage had become 18.3%. And this brings us on to the health of the African American family. Now, in 1960, 19.9% of African Americans were raised in single mother households. That's almost 20%. That's a fifth of African Americans. And as bad as that sounds for the African American family, things got worse. In 1980, 43.9% of African Americans were raised in single mother households. And in 2010, 48.5% of African Americans were raised in single mother households. And this brings us on to the Hispanic American family. Now, in 1960, there were no statistics in the Census Bureau for Hispanic Americans. So in 1980, 19.6% of Hispanic Americans were raised in single mother households. In 2010, that figure had risen to 26.3% of Hispanic Americans were raised in single mother households. Now, this brings us on to the issue of class, and 65.2% of high school dropout mothers were unmarried. And if we look at similar statistics for mothers who were college graduates, 8.1% of college graduate mothers were unmarried. A clear class distinction showing that this issue disproportionately has a detrimental effect on working class people. And in the United States, 47.6% of single mothers' children live in poverty. And if we look at the equivalent figure for married couples, it's 10.9% of married couples' children living in poverty. So that's 11%. And basically that shows you that um, a home where a father is absent um, quadruples a working class child's chances of living in poverty. You just heard the statistics, and we can analyze this further for working class children. Yeah, 71% of high school dropouts are from fatherless homes, as are 70% of juvie inmates, 63% of youth suicides, and 85% of prison inmates. And the reason this has been allowed to happen is from that toxic right wing ideology which I denigrated in a video known as third wave feminism, and their basically their veneration of single motherhood and distorting